One, it's hot, but also there's a cold front coming.
Yes. 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Is it really going to be cold, though?
The first one's not that impressive.
Okay.
Yeah, but the second one, the one that's coming this weekend, is a little more impressive.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that one. But here is the location of the first one we're tracking. You can see it's already cooling things down in the Panhandle. Temperature of 66 degrees in Lubbock, 61 in Amarillo, and at DFW, 81. So big difference there, all thanks to that front that is en route. We are looking at temperatures climbing still, about 89 degrees expected at 1. 90 degrees at 3. The closer the front gets, the quicker it warms up. We're then going to cool down to about 83 degrees around 7. Look at the 10%. There's a really small potential to see some rain today, and I'll show you where. We're looking at that front arriving just after our peak heating today. That's why it's going to be so warm across the Metroplex and towards areas of the south and east. Behind this front, though, I'm talking Bowie, Gaines, Decatur, Graham, areas of the northern big country. Temperatures only make it into the mid-80s because that front arrives just as you're arriving at peak heating. So it's not going to allow us to cool to warm as much. We're looking at a clear sky overhead at the moment. But that front, whenever it makes it through around 3 or 4 across the Metroplex, it's not going to have too much interaction with moisture. It's going to actually move towards the south and east. That's when it picks up a little bit more, and that's when we could see a few more scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. I'm really not too impressed with seeing too much of that rain today. If we see any of it, it's 10% coverage at best for areas of the eastern half of the Metroplex. South and east, we're looking at 20% coverage. This includes Canton, Athens, Tyler, Mineola, and more towards the south and east. That's where the better opportunity for rain is. Again, if we see the rain, 10% coverage around 4 to 6 this afternoon. For that 20% coverage area, around 6 to 9 this evening. Because of that front coming in, our winds are picking up, our humidity is dropping, and yeah, we have the ongoing drought. That's also bringing in the dry fuels or the dry vegetation. That's why there is an elevated fire danger today. So try to avoid any activity that's going to lead to sparks. Here's that second front. Okay, so the first one, it's going to cool us down 84 degrees, but that's short-lived. We climb back to the upper 80s on Friday, 90 degrees on Saturday. Saturday night into Sunday morning, that's when our second front arrives. That is what's going to cool us down into the 70s for next week. As of now, it looks like there may be this area of low pressure that moves over North Texas right after the front. If this plays out, that means our rain chances are going to go up. As of now, it looks like the highest rain potential is south of Interstate 20, west of I-35, somewhere between 1 to 1.5 inches of rain. Not out of the question. Across the Metroplex, 3/4 to 1 inch of rainfall. I've upped it a little bit since yesterday, and that carries on through portions of far northeast Texas. Now, this is over the course of the next 10 days, mainly Sunday into Monday, so definitely want to pay close attention to the forecast starting Saturday night through the day Sunday and into Monday. Here's a look at that 10-day. 91 today, 84 on Thursday, 88 on Friday. We're looking at 90 degrees Saturday. That front rolls in, helps bring us our next best chance of rain, really the best chance of rain that we've had this month. And temperatures next week, morning lows in the 50s and afternoon high temperatures in the 70s.